Hey folks, friends, and neighbors, I'm finally back with part 2 of my attempt at making a Charmeleon hat. This time we're making like Voltron and forming the head. Now that we got the nerdy cringe out of the way, I need to figure out how to make the horn on top of Charmeleon's head. It kind of goes out into the back, and so I'm going with a technique used to make socks. I'm doing a abbreviated heel turn. I go to the middle of the round and then I start knitting 26 stitches back and forth, making sure to slip the first stitch on every row. And that is going to create the flap. Then I have to do the turn part. The turn part is a little hard to explain. Essentially, I knit to a certain point, slip, slip, knit to reduce by one stitch, and then knit one, turn the work around, purl to a certain point, purl two together, purl one stitch, and then turn the work around, and then there's a gap on either side. And essentially, I'm doing decreases around that gap on either side until the turn is done. Like I said, it's a little confusing, so I'd recommend looking up how to do heel turns to learn more. Once the turn was done, I had to pick up stitches and then join back with the other stitches on the circular needle. I made sure to pick up stitches along the way, and then the last stitch in the gap between the double pointed needle and the circular needle I picked up from the row below. Then I had to do decreases until I got down to my original number of stitches. Funnily enough, this is my first time doing a heel turn. I started a pair of socks a while ago, but I haven't done the heel turn yet. No matter what projects I start to do, I somehow end up back at hats again. I just love them too much. Once I got everything back in the round again, and I got my decreases back down to my original number of stitches, I worked several rows. You can see the effect that I'm hoping for starting to take shape, where the horn will hopefully come out the back of the head instead of the top of the hat. Then I started doing decreases every other row, but only in the parts of the round where I didn't do the heel turn to start. Once I got down to about 56 stitches, I started doing decreases across the whole round. I continued doing decreases to create the horn, but there wasn't really a rhyme or reason to my approach here. I went kind of just based off of feel. I did decreases every row until I got to 21 stitches, or 7 stitches per double pointed needle, and at that point I switched to doing 1 stitch decrease every other row to kind of do a slow taper for the horn. For the slow taper decreases, I was making sure I was knitting two together on one needle for one row, and then the next time I did a decrease, it was on another needle, and so on and so forth. Once the horn was long enough, I cut off a long tail and used a tapestry needle to cinch the stitches together. I think it worked pretty well, but the horn was kind of floopy, so I used a bit of stuffing to put inside the horn, and then seamed on the inside to keep the stuffing in place. And that's the head and the horn done. Let me know what you think about my approach. Stay tuned for the next video where I'll finish off with the tail. Thanks so much for watching, like if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more. Bye!